Welcome back. This is episode 5 of the Dalek Invasion of Earth, and I've got sitting here Richard Martin, Carole Lambert and William Russell. And here we are about to see the slightly new and improved Slither, who last week wasn't quite as ferocious looking as he is here.
No, I think we'd only just half built him by then. Yes, he's developed horns and everything.
Oops.
I have to say
Doing
that...
a slither dance.
He's a bit like a sort of superannuated womble, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
But I'm now so appalled by this mining bucket, which is obviously made of 5-ply.
I know.
Now, what are you going to do to this, Bill?
Oh.
You're hurting him,
Handy
aren't you?
brick.
Oh.
Poor little
Unkind to
thing.
Slithers.
No, hang on a minute. Somebody might have heard us.
Somebody has heard it. What colour was he,
Chief
this
Dalek?
Dalek?
Black.
He was black.
Oh,
right.
red.
That.
Were the red ones introduced only when colour came in?
Yeah.
All right. So they were varying shades of grey or black.
Absolutely, yes. They were just silver. Silvery black, yeah. It was very claustrophobic inside. I only ever got inside one once. Did you ever get inside?
I did,
Yes. Pretty claustrophobic, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
I put my daughter, who was then about 2 or 3, inside when I took her to the studios because she was so terrified. I mean, literally, she literally hid behind the settee when she watched them, and she really thought I was going to be killed by them. And I said, well, if you come along with me and you meet them, you'll see that they really can't hurt you. And I actually put her inside one, and she was going, wee, wee, having a lovely time. So I thought, that's good, that's done that. Next weekend, she watched it, and she ran beside the settee screaming.
Yes, again.
Now, we noticed that William Hartnell's back, having had his
Yes.
episode off.
Yes. Was he actually hospitalised because of that?
No, Verity just quite wisely said, he's not a young man, and he'd sprained his. But when I went to see him and apologised, because it was my blimmin' fault that I got him to run down that ramp and be thrown down, and he said, don't worry, Richard, I'll be right, I'll be right. He wasn't for going, but Verity insisted that he had a rest and a time off.
Yeah.
He didn't like to be perceived to be weak in any way.
No,
did he?
no.
We were talking earlier about violence. This is possibly
This is
the
what-
most violence
Yeah,
in the
it
entire
looks-
production.
Yeah.
And I think I had a fight arranger for this too. I don't think I arranged this myself.
The fights all seem to be done in slow motion.
Well, it's because they can't cut. That's you see a fight today, there must be hundreds of cuts in every fight.
Hundreds.
But then, surely that was the restriction, wasn't it?
It was,
Richard?
absolutely.
I think so, yeah.
It had to be for real, and you had to be able...
You had to go on and do it.
Would that have been Peter Diamond doing your fight arrangement? do you
Could
think?
well have been Peter, yes. I can't remember now, but I know that I didn't... I sort of stood back and said, make this one work for me.
Leave this creature to his own devices and salvation. Come along. You lead the way, my boy. Come along.
Now, into the rainy woods.
Oh, look at this. This is
With the storm coming, we were much better off inside. Who's there? Who is it?
they're coming.
What do you want?
Again, with these people you'd worked with before, Richard?
So, I think probably I had used Jean once before, but never Muriel Hobson. I think I cast her on her looks and on her sort of, her witchiness.
Mm-hmm.
Very dangerous eyes, I think. Very dangerous looking
Glint,
woman.
don't they? Steely.
Mine. have friends there. We're trying to find them.
Nobody gets away from there. You'll be caught yourself.
Well, you're lucky to have got this far. The patrols pass here.
One question, Richard. This episode was quite unusual in that it was actually a film print. It was actually recorded to film rather than recorded to video. You know, the other 5 episodes are normal studio recordings. Any idea why that would have happened?
No, I can't remember. I simply remember that it was. I think that this was the only way in which we could get this recorded because of the tie-up of equipment. Where there was quite a shortage of recording machines downstairs, and I know that quite late on we were told, "Oh, we'll whack this down onto telecine for you." But that we weren't allowed to make it any more filmic because of it. We had to obey the same, as you can see by some of the shots which are way off the angle of axis, which is typical of studio recording.
Why were you not allowed to do it? I didn't understand. What was the shortage of? Why was there a shortage?
I don't know why. There were, I don't know, something like 7 video recording machines,
yes.
the old 2-inch Ampex, the big 2-inch Ampex downstairs, and they were in great demand. But whether there was an extra demand on them that week or not, I simply can't remember.
It was certainly around the time that the Olympics were taking place, so it could well have been. I mean, don't know for sure, but that would have been possibly my guess, is that if there was some sports stuff going on, they needed VT for that more urgently than they thought they needed it for Doctor Who.
That probably undoubtedly is the reason.
But it wouldn't make any difference to you, really, or to us.
No, you wouldn't even know about it.
We wouldn't know.
Just down the other end of a wire is a telecine machine recording it instead of a video machine recording it.
Right.
But I'm doing it in exactly the same way.
Yes.
And luminosities and things like that, isn't a difference.
Pressure's increasing too. My ears are popping.
Nice use of lighting here to
Yes, very
suggest
good
the
effect,
movement.
isn't it?
Yes, it is getting movement. It's something.
Choice I'd like to face.
And again, is that just the camera moving up and down, not them?
The camera's jogging, and they're just spinning a disc in front of a light. But it would have been nice to have done that in a mine shaft.
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't fool me for a second, and I don't think it fools anybody else. It's a sort of convention. Really.
Well, it's all pretend. Let's face
It's
it.
all pretend. I don't particularly like any of the mine stuff because it simply doesn't look like something the Daleks would have done. The Daleks had to have been in possession of better technology than to use the 19th century mining techniques to get to the centre of the Earth.
Yes.
So I think that's one of the great problems with our limited budget.
Too light here. Can we go over there? Now, put your weight on me.
Presumably the Daleks just said to their Rovermen, go and drill, go and do some mining, and they went and got the 19th century stuff for them.
Go and use your own money.
It must have been that. Because they built in metal, didn't they, Daleks?
Yeah.
I mean, Daleks was all metal.
That's right.
They moved on metal.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was some moving pavements in the shops, and the astronaut fair I went to, and it was in the Chelsea heliport.
It's a marvellous interlude, this, isn't it? With these 2 strange ladies in the... It's a real contrast to down in the forest. Oh!
Do not try to escape, or you will be exterminated. Move.
I remember Peter, you're going red in the face while he was doing those voices because he put so much into it.
Yeah,
he had a radio mic such as they use for commentators. He was hitting it really hard. And you can hear it. You can,
Oh, yes, you can. But yeah, I think you said it earlier, but I think it was absolutely true that he characterised the voice so much that it really was quite...
It was his
creation, definitely.
But he used to watch the action as it was happening, didn't he? I remember he was sort of like at the side of the sets.
That's absolutely right.
With his little desk in front of him and his mic, and he was watching everything, and he really was with it. He was within it. He was there.
Yeah.
Would he have been present at the rehearsals you did previously, or did he only just come in for
He used
studio
to come to
days?
rehearsals as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Now, Larry, this mine doesn't make sense to me. Where's all the modern machinery?
There you are. I've been listening to you,
There
Richard.
you are, you see.
Yes. I suppose they could be processing it somewhere.
Who knows what the Daleks are up to? I told you what my brother Phil said. All they want is the magnetic core of Earth.
Yeah. Why find it in such an old-fashioned way?
It's probably a clearance area. Perhaps we haven't found the main shaft yet.
You may be right at that. Larry, would you be all right if I went to have a look?
Yeah, sure.
Good man.
In fact, thinking about it, Richard, we do see, of course, a modern lift shaft in the very final episode. That little glass tube.
Ah, yes.
Tiny little suggestion. This doesn't look like very serious mining. What's lovely about this is look at the extras. They're all acting their socks off.
Yes, they
Now,
are.
my experience subsequently with extras is they just turn up and play cards, and if you want them to act, it's anything extra. But these ones, they pulled wagons, they coughed and spluttered, they got
Yes.
whipped.
And really enjoyed it. They
were
loved doing
getting in it, getting into it.
And they do look like a raggle-taggle bunch, don't they?
And there must have been, to talk about boring budgetary things, there must have been a bigger budget for this story because there are actually an awful lot of extras in this
Yes.
story and a very big main cast as well, which certainly wasn't common in Doctor Who at that time.
No, we were pushing it hard on this. As Terry Nation were very pleased after the first viewing of the first thing. He said, well, boy, he said, we came back big. Had to come back big, and we've come back big.
Phil, it's Larry. Your brother, Larry. Think, Phil. Remember me.
You are both runaways.
I like the idea the Daleks would write charged on the side of it. Oh, we've powered that one up. It's like charging your mobile
That's
phone.
his name. Mr. Charged.
You must both be punished.
Can't remember who this actor was.
Presumably it's either Martin Huntley or Peter Badger.
It's Peter Badger. It's Peter Badger. Martin Huntley's the thin one.
Do they both get killed? How did that happen?
I think it's something to do with pulling his helmet off, electrocuted them both.
Oh, I see. I didn't get that at all.
No, it wasn't terribly clear. Not enough sparks. Mutual fratricide should have come out.
Little subtitle should have been on there.
Ah, more lovey-dovey stuff. Oh, is this the fish scene?
Yeah.
It's the gypsy coming out in me, that's what it is. Stirring me pots. It's the first time Susan ever cooked anything. She pushed a little button.
Some fresh
David,
fish.
you
wanted some fresh
idiot.
fish. I've got some.
Idiot.
Oh,
You
no,
got some
not
fish
for me.
and
I didn't want it. Not for me. No.
It's a lovely little playful scene, that,
Yeah.
isn't it? Nice bit of character stuff. Did you like doing scenes like
Yeah.
that, Carole?
Yeah. The only opportunity I got in the whole thing.
Your grandfather stood up to the journey fantastically well.
If my part had been written like this all the way through, I wouldn't have wanted to leave. Oh, I'd forgotten I had a kiss.
It's the only kiss you get, isn't it?
Oh,
well, it
Was that your
Just
first
in
screen
time.
kiss?
Yeah.
Hi, we were just, I was just,
Got kissed by a triffid later.
what is that? That's rabbit.
He's pretty primitive. It's the best I could do then.
It's useful.
Hot.
Oh.
Hey, you've got a big piece
And should we
there.
put
Doctor,
this
would you like-
whole set up 2 feet only so that I could get low shots from different angles?
Ah, yes.
That's the only reason for it. Otherwise, we'd be
Very
looking
clever.
down at everybody doing
Yeah.
this all the
Yes,
time.
you would,
clever.
yeah.
Well, it's quite obvious to me it's the centre of the Operation.
Centre?
Yes, quite. You know, you surprised me, Tyler. Why didn't you concentrate your efforts here?
We've been fighting the Daleks everywhere. Well, the fact they started mining operations didn't seem all that important.
Yeah, well, we assumed that they were just digging for minerals, you know, something they could
No,
use to
I think perhaps it might be the answer to the question as to why the Daleks are here.
Would this have been your suggestion to Spencer to do these kind of two-level sets? Or would this have been... Yes.
Well, we talked to it together. We'd always talk together. You know, I spent more time with the designer than anybody else. I wasn't allowed near the authors because there was always a script editor in the way. You were never encouraged to talk to an author. I used to be terribly naughty and phone them up occasionally. And usually find that when it said corner of Paddington Station, he'd written the entirety of Paddington Station, and it had been crossed out before I got it. So I'd go back to Paddington Station again, you know. Yeah. But by and large, that was a bad barrier between two creative people. But you were allowed to talk and encouraged to talk directly to the designer, and that I love to do. Because that's the look of the thing. That's where it comes from.
Did you have the same working relationship with people like costume and makeup as well?
Yes, but I only ever got to them once on the planning meetings. But sometimes I would go in and look at dress designs, but not for this.
That was more actors, wasn't it, talking to costume and makeup, and I think to script editors. And we talked endlessly to script editors.
Oh yeah.
We tried to.
I'm afraid script editors and I didn't ever hit it
and
off.
the writer. Yes.
For instance, Carole, you said that you really like your Mary Quant top. So did you have a lot of input into the clothes?
No.
Was this just a rare one-off occasion that you were able to push through something you wanted?
I don't know how I managed to get hold of that top, actually. I probably bought it myself and said, look, you know, just look at it on camera, it looks nice or something. Or maybe if it was my last one, maybe I was allowed to choose. But as you saw, I didn't get my way entirely. When I think of all the great clothes there were around at that time, you know, what I really wanted was to be allowed to pick up bits and pieces from wherever we'd travelled. I thought, you know, a kid like this would have seen wherever they went, travelling backwards and forwards in time, she would have seen all sorts of extraordinary buckles and shoes and scarves and whatever, you know, various bits of clothing, and worn a mishmash of things.
That would be lovely.
That's what I would love to have done. I wasn't allowed to do that.
You discussed that with Daphne, did you?
I wasn't allowed to do it.
Yeah.
All the time I got told, no, the teenagers have to be able to identify you. This is why my initial performance was so radically changed. I wanted to make her much more surreal, much more otherworldly. I wasn't allowed to.
So how far into without getting into the nitty-gritty of it too much, but how far into the run of Doctor Who did you think, I think I want to get out of this?
About halfway, I should think.
Right.
It just became very repetitive. And some of the stories were quite fascinating, but I personally felt I didn't have anything fascinating to do. I was always the one running off, getting into trouble, the others would rescue me, and basically that was it. Screaming my head off, twisting my ankle, running like hell. Not having any real characterization. I mean, you know, that in this one at the end, I mean, it's just so different to anything I was allowed to do before.
Grow up and grow up, really, isn't it?
Well, you know, I wanted to have a crush on him. I wanted to be allowed to have a crush on my teacher. I mean, he was a gorgeous hunk, let's face it. She would have done. That could have created all sorts of tensions. But,
especially in the Shentung suit.
Were you happy with your character, William? I mean, was Ian what you wanted him to be?
Ian, yes, I think so. I mean, I sort of envisaged Ian, and I had done quite a lot of sort of swashbuckling roles, you might call them, before. And he was a sort of continuation of that, really, for me, in a more modern condition, you know. And no, I didn't have any. I mean, I don't think we ever had time, because the story always came first, you know, to do more than that. But when we did, I mean, we did that story with the two of us
inside the spaceship. I enjoyed that. Yes, I did.
That was very interesting for us to act,
we were making
because there were lots of things happening.
Yeah,
and interrelationships between each other. And we actually learned quite a bit about each other as result of
Yes,
doing that one.
yeah.
But they never repeated that. They were always
No,
telling
no.
the story, and the story always had to come first,
yes.
really.
And you were paired up, obviously, for most of the time as well with Jackie, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
It was always, you know,
that's
the,
right.
the
Yes.
Doctor and his granddaughter
That's
were
right.
one
That's
team, and
right.
you and Jackie were the other.
Yes, that's right.
Was it a conscious decision? I'm jumping ahead many stories now, but while we're on a sort of theme of leaving the series, was it a conscious decision between you and Jacqueline that you would both leave at the same time, or was that a coincidence? The fact that presumably
I
your
think it was the
contracts came?
start of it was a coincidence, but we used to talk all the time about what we were going to do, and I said, well, I would like to go. I've had enough, and I would probably have confided in Jackie rather than. And then I think Jackie thought about it and thought, well, I think I'll come too, as it were. And I've noticed when I look back on my career, that, you know, whether I'm in the theatre for a long stretch or wherever I am, I always get sort of itchy feet. I want to change.
Yes,
I want to do something else. I want to try and scale another mountain, if you like. And this is always the way. This is the longest I ever did anything.
Really?
Yes, I never did anything longer than this.
And the thing is, I don't know if you found the same, that when you are in something, people always offer you the most wonderful work. When you're in it and can't do it, they want you. But when you're not in it, it dries up. Where was all that lovely work? Although I must say I did some fantastic theatre after this. I really enjoyed that part of my life. It was lovely.
Going into theatre afterwards.
Oh, yes, yes. I've always enjoyed theatre tremendously.
When did you do the Triffids film? Was that before or after Doctor Who?
I can't remember. I think it was after. I'm not sure.
Now there's a good writer, John Wyndham.
Oh, yes, but he had nothing at all to do with the film script. It was
not?
appalling.
Talking of feature films, were you aware that they made a feature film version of this, that with Peter Cushing playing the Doctor? Did any of you ever see that?
I was aware of it, but I didn't actually see it. I think it may be because I was working, I don't know, but I have missed it. I'd quite like to see it.
Had real flying Daleks, didn't it? They really got about.
Yeah, really?
I was very envious. I saw a clip and the Daleks zap about.
How did they do that? Hovercrafts or
sort of.
propellers on their heads?
I never saw the movie. Is it good?
Yes, it's fun. It's a fun film, and Peter Cushing is a very interesting and very good alternate version of the Doctor.
Doctor Who.
You got replaced by Bernard Cribbins, in fact.
Yes.
Kind of became a mixture of you and David Campbell in the film.
Yeah.
Is that the one where Roberta Tovey was the little girl?
Yes.
That's very funny, actually, because I did a musical millions of years ago called Espresso Bongo, and Roberta Tovey's father, George Tovey, played my father in that. How's that for a coincidence?
That's spooky.
Yes.
Here you can really see that the huge bases that you had put on the Daleks for this story.
Yeah.
That was a very, very good shot of them.
Oh, that's a very good model shot. Excellent. It's nice. The scale of it's very good, isn't it?
The lighting is good
Yeah.
there. Look at those teeth. That looks really sinister.
Yes.
Nasty.
So yes, this presumably is what we were saying earlier about the music being sort of 19th century mine. That's clearly the Dalek version of the mine. All nice and sparkly.
Yeah.
There we were, episode 5. Only one more to go.